Welcome back to another StarCastTV, and I'm Scan. Today we are going to cast some fabulous game between these two players. That is going to be Royal versus Hero, Hero versus Royal, and spawning location in the bottom left, the blue Terran. This is Royal. And the other side of the player, spawning location in the top right, the orange Zerg. This is Hero. And we are going to see Zerg vs Terra matchup on Hidden Track. And this map was used in ASL Season 11. And let's see how both of the players will be playing. So we see Royal is already sending out his scout SCV to the natural. It looks like it's going to be walling off, and at the same time, Hero will be queuing up the Overlord. He's most likely going to go for 12 hatchery, I would assume, because on Hidden Track you don't really get to see like 3 hatchery opening because of the rush distance is short, just like Fighting Spirit. Better to play some aggression with the 2 hatch tech and get this metabolic boost much faster than the usual, like the 3 hatchery build. And you can pressure the opponent with the speedling. And Royal also knows about the speedling pressure in the early stage, so he's gonna be walling off that he's gonna be able to skip some bunker. Okay, that's an interesting CV scout that he just has done. He scouted at the 9 o'clock to see whether the Overlord was coming or whatnot. So the Overlord wasn't coming, so he'll be directly turning his CV's head to bottom right, which is 5 o'clock. And also, Hero will be sending his drone all the way to the bottom right. Both of the players will be meeting up. Okay, they will be turning around. We see Hero has gone for 11 pull into 10 gas, and then now queuing up more drone. Drone is going all the way to 7 o'clock, seeing there's a complete wall, and Royal is gonna be walling off, making more SCV soon here, and most likely he will be going for 17 command center instead of 15 because he wasn't able to scout Hero first with the first scout, and he doesn't have any information. So this is a second scout. He did get to see the hatchery, but it's still fine as long as you're going for 17 CC. So far everything is standard. We see Hero will be teching up as soon as he gets the 100 Vespine gas and does the lair. And once he gets another 100 Vespine gas, that is going to be the metabolic boost momentarily. He's gonna have that 100 mineral. There you go. Is he gonna get the metabolic boost? Maybe he might not. If he's not getting the metabolic boost right now, then he might gonna go for ib-based 3 hatchery. But let's see what exactly he's gonna be doing. Oh, I see. Maybe Hero is aware of the... Oh, never mind. It is going to be in-base 3 hatchery. In-base 3 hatchery at 3 minutes 37 seconds before the lair attack finishes. There's an overlord production on the way as well. The Zergling is still chasing the CV on the way. Second barracks is up. Academy is also going up for Royal. So this is everything looking standard. He had... Since Royal was able to wall off the natural, he will be able to skip many like all those army production. Like he can cut, he can queue up more SCV, he can get a second barracks much quicker than the usual, and also get the super fast academy. And not only that, he can also skip the bunker. This is a complete wall. Laying all in is not going to be working out, and that's also same thing for Hero. The Hero also knows about this, and he will be just skipping the metabolic boost and try to queue up all those drone as much as possible, getting this in-base 3 hatchery and the Spire Tech as well. Second gases are also up. And now here's the 7 Marine. Steam pack on the way with the 1 comset station on the way for Royal. Royal has... Okay, he made a single fireball with a single medic. He's just gonna be moving out with his 7... Let me select them. Yes, 7 Marine, 1 fireball with a single medic. and the Zergling speed is not done, and the M&Ms are moving out. Hero did get to see the M&Ms are moving out, so he needs to immediately put down the double Creek colony. He has to build this Creek colony as soon as possible, because good thing that this is a cross spawn. If it was like the horizontal or a vertical matchup, this M&M are from natural to the natural, it's so short, just like Fighting Spirit, and you won't have that much of time. Okay, now we hear some steam pack on the way and try to get this sunken, but not gonna be able to get it. Sunken colony will finish. So we see some X that is going to be Mutalisk production on the way for Hero. Hero is making lots of Mutalisk. He's not getting the +1 air weapon yet. Getting the +1 attack on for the eBay. Factory is also going up, and here the Mutalisks are moving out. Still no missile threat for Royal. Royal has been queuing up lots of SCV. Has decent amount of SCV count at the natural. Yeah, that is just gonna be perfect. Yeah, Royal is on point of this defending this Nicolas really well. Losing 2 SCV so far. I think it was 2 SCV. But he's also getting the factory really fast. We can see how fast the factory is. So this is definitely a great news for Royal, that he's getting all this technology really fast. We heard the first scan goes off. He sees evolution chamber is going up. Does not get to see the third hatchery, third expansion yet, but doesn't really matter as long as he's teching up really fast and with the +1 attack weapon. And as long as you're pretty much, we hear multiple scans at 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock. See, oh, you're not taking another spawning location. Okay, so he might gonna be assuming Hero has taken somewhere at like a 3 o'clock or 12 o'clock later on. A double starport is going up as well. Refinery is done for Royal. Yeah, Royal is floating his factory to see some high ground over here. Yeah, and of course we're pretty much defending really well. Every single location, not losing much of SCV, and he's also cleaning up lots of SCV really well. Heard another skin goes off. Now he gets to see the evolution chamber and hydrogen at the same time. So now this is not going to be a crazy world. But that's a Middle-less microwave right now we're seeing. Nice pick off. Double starport is done with the science facility is on the way. +1 attack is going to be done momentarily. Taking out a couple more SCV that were mining the refinery. Their gas is gonna be up for Hero. This is a very good news for Hero. The thing is, if you are taking this 3 o'clock expansion instead of taking another spawning location, you have to play super aggressive. You hear lots of skin goes off. Now Royal does get to see, oh, you are taking this 3 o'clock expansion, so now you have this 3 gas. So now he knows all those intel. His double eBay is done. Okay, he doesn't. Yeah, double eBay was here. Okay, yeah, I saw like at the glimpse. I saw there was a second eBay, but that was at the natural. So he's getting the 2-1 upgrade at 9-minute mark, so that's definitely a great news. And Royal's also getting. This is a really fast science vessel, I would say. I mean, it's almost like the before 10-minute mark. He gets double science vessel out before 10-minute mark. That is going to be really fast for Hero. Because Hero didn't get this hype tech yet. Hero's hype tech is not even done yet, but the 2 vessels are already out by now, and getting the Irradiate upgrade with the 2-1 upgrade and having all this barrack up, and I'm gonna be going for all this heavy macro momentarily with the good upgrade. So this is going to be the moment where Royal is going to be speeding up with the macro powering up all those marine medic power with the 2 vessel. Should have the Irradiate upgrade momentarily. This Nienaber are trying to do some job. Nice damage picking up 3 Marine like that. 2 vessels are here. Using some irradiate on those 2 lurkers, so isolating these double lurker and picking up the other 2 lurkers at the bottom side. So that was a very fantastic micro. 2 lurkers are just now deleted. M4s are moving up. Here are the 10 mutalisks. Try to pick up some medic or marine, but gotta be careful. A lot of mutalisks have taken lots of damage, and now the overlord, even a single lurkers are moving out with the +1 armor. But +1 armor is definitely great, but once Heron gets this 1-1 upgrade, or even 2-1 upgrade, I should say, a 2-1 upgrade, Hero has to be very careful. And now those 2 vessels, more vessel production on the way. Yeah, there are 4 vessels, and interestingly, we are seeing Royal is getting this Science Vessel mana upgrade. So if you're getting the mana upgrade, once the vessel spawns, you start with 62.5 energy. And what do I mean by it? I mean, whenever the unit spawns, you start off with the 50%, no, 25% of the energy. So if you get the bonus mana, that's 250. So if you're trying to do those calculation of 250 times 0.25, then that is equal to 62.5, and that's the amount of energy he gets from the science vessel. And now those are the 4 lurkers are standing at the bridge and now delaying these reinforcements. And Royal does have decent amounts of barracks and macroing really well, and now the vessel mana upgrade is done. So this vessel was already on a production, so that is not going to be having the bonus mana. But now here's some engagement going on. The lurkers are borrowing, lots of marine medic force are dying, but I would like to see the upgrade. 2-1 upgrade just now kicks in at 12-minute mark. But after losing all of your army and getting the upgrade complete, that is not going to be an efficient trade for Royal. Those additional 2 vessels are moving up, but gotta be careful to... Okay, some lurkers are out of range, vessels are out of sight. They're finally showing these lurkers finally fighting in the middle, picking up these lurkers without using the steam tank. So that is somewhat interesting, and somehow Royal managed to save these almost like a group of M&M at 4 o'clock, or I should say 5 o'clock. So that's also good news, because once those M&M is just sitting there, you may be able to save it in the future. And also these M&Ms are here to defend this additional expansion, and now there are more of an expansion been taken by Hero. He's not taking any of spawning location. Where another screen goes off, he's using this comp station to figure out where the army is, so he can use irradiate from long distance. But that is massive Zergling count. Yeah, there is definitely a lot of Zergling and vessels. There are 6 vessels, but now Royal is going to be taking some initiative moves here. And he wants to deny this expansion, but gotta be careful. He used the compensation and irradiate on the defiler, so that's a good news. But those dark swarms are gonna be denying all of this M&M, which is just pure single M&M, but single Zergling. But now reinforcement is here with the Nidus tunnel. I find the Nidus tunnel is very useful at this moment, but now Lings are here with the Scourge. Try to pick up one of the vessels. You will be able to pick up the vessel. 2 dropships are out. I wonder what Royal is planning to do with these 2 dropships, but he's loading up all those M&M. Moving all the way to the center line, avoiding these overlord. So that's also good, and now 2 dropships are here. Hero was like a few steps, few seconds late with the picking up the dropship on time, but now all those M&Ms are unloaded and now busting this 3rd expansion. Now Hero is Yeah, Hero has to do something about this. He has been taking lots of harassment everywhere, both location, and now these vessels are just keep using the Irati from long distance and eating up those lurker. Another skin goes off, and now the Royal try to fight against these two lurker, but overly confident to fight it because the ramp is so narrow, I should say. And Zergling defilers are moving out for Hero. Hero does not have... Well, he does have some unit, but I don't like that unit composition because every single unit that he's using is purely melee. And Lurker, it's kind of like a siege thing where you have to like borrow and then fight, and then you have to unborrow and move forward. But that's just so much of a work. And now here's some fight going on at the 3 o'clock. Some fire vessels try to eat up lots of Zerglings, but not managed to keep up. Breaking here. Ultralist is out. Let me see the upgrade. Armor 4 upgrade is done. Plus 3 is done, but plus 2 armor is gonna be done momentarily. So you can see Royal was prioritizing on the getting plus 3 upgrade before the plus 2 armor. So he's still ahead of an upgrade. And now we see Hero is going to get this armor 5 on the Ultralist. That is going to be the armor 3 upgrade. Armor 5 Ultralist is just moment where Terran is slowly falling off, but we see so far it's playable because he has been harassing the mineral line expansion everywhere really well. More M&M forces are moving out. We see that's a lot of vessels. He does have 9 vessels. He's been using those combat stations to irradiate from long distance. He's going to be using the irradiate on Scourge and Ultra, so that is definitely nice. Okay, here are some buffs going on with the fire. The Marine Medic Force are going towards the Hero's natural, but he does have one that is gonna bring some lurkers and ultras, so he will be able to defend. Yeah, this is completely like for gas Zerg, but Hero is kind of lacking with the worker count, and he's not able to mine that base much because he has been taking so much of a harassment. And lots of M&M forces are here. Royal is having lots of money. He was making the better because I wasn't. Yeah, like he had that money. I mean, he wasn't really doing anything besides using the vessels. So I was trying to look for what exactly he was doing. So he made another 2 more battle cruisers. So his plan is probably gonna be moving out with the 2 battle cruisers and sat at the natural and maybe eat up some Scourge later on in the future. But we see this M&M force are keep moving 8 vessel. 5 o'clock expansion is now complete. Once the Nidus connects, that is going to be a big threat for Royal. So I guess the extractor is somewhat like kind of exposed that you can pretty much focus target on the extractor from long distance, and you can just ignore the sunken colony. So that's a bit of a good news. Like maybe you can do it on every single location, but I guess it's much easier on. Yeah, I think it's much easier on this 12 o'clock side and then 9 o'clock side. Also easy for. Wow, we can see Royal just somehow keep bringing some random rain here and there and picking up some drone or even kill this extractor like that. He was trying to kill this extractor, but now the battle cruisers are here. Battle cruisers are gonna be doing some job. Okay, so battle cruisers were taking lots of hit by the Scourge, lots of hit by the Spore, and then Scourge finished it. So single battle cruiser is still alive, but we'll be doing lots of harassment. M&M forces are steaming once again. I don't see any lurkers. Okay, this is going to be a very tough game because Royal is going to be mined out. So then his natural is mined out, his main base is going to be mined out. He does have another command center, but he's hesitating because he has to, in order to split the map, he has to take either like I don't know, 6 o'clock, like 5 o'clock, and maybe making like an L shape on the mini map. But I guess he wants to make he wants to take all the expansion at the top side, so you can just split the map in like west versus east. So that's what exactly he's aiming for. The vessel was trying to use the irradiate. He used the irradiate on something, so he used the irradiate on drone. Interesting. The hero somehow managed to keep up, and now he does have an axis of mining this 5 gas. So like I said, once Zerg has 5 gas, that's the time. It's really scary. But hero has a lot of drone, but he's kind of lacking with the Vesping gas. So these 2 battle cruisers randomly here once again will be doing lots of job. Just goes blowing up on the battle cruiser, so that's a bad news. But just too much. Okay, now the command center is here at the 11 o'clock side. I guess Royal wants to take it, but he's kind of lacking with the M&M force. He does have 8 racks. Total 8 racks with the double starport, making some more of a vessel, maybe battle cruisers and whatnot. But these battle cruisers, the battle cruisers doing some job on the battle cruiser, at this 3 o'clock expansion. These Marine medic force are here, but the Nidus Canal is not connected. Okay, if the Nidus Canal is taken down before those army transfer to 5 o'clock, so this is a bad news for Hero. Hero will be most likely gonna be losing this 5 o'clock expansion, and if he loses, the game is gonna be completely fine for Royal. And we see some Zerglings are gonna be attacking this 11 o'clock, and now using the plague and running away with the defiler. So I would say that's kind of like scumbag move here. We see some ultralists are here as well. We see +5 armor is done with the +2 melee upgrade, and the vessels are here to use some irradiate, but he kind of missed it. But it's okay, he will be able to survive. But these irradiates are erasing the own parent army, and now the SCVs ultralists is attacking the SCVs because Hero knows these ultralists is not they're not gonna die, but if he just rub on the enemy's army that got plagued, he can just take it down. So another M&M force are moving to the bottom right, and yeah, that's an eBay. SCVs are transferred to 11 o'clock, but there's still a single ultra that's still alive. M&M force are just keep running away. The base is going to be taken down, so yeah, we can definitely see our hero is kind of lacking with the Vesping gas. You only mine this 1000 Vesping gas over here at the 4th base. So hero is kind of having some difficulty defending this. Lots of pressure M&M here and there. Yeah, single ultralist is just gonna be denying this command center, not letting you to take. And now the battle cruisers, some vessels are here too, but the single Darkstorm might gonna be buying some time. The vessels here about to use the plague, and he just got plagued. Yeah, this is not looking great for Hero. I mean, Hero definitely had that amount of worker count lead, but this pressure that Royal has been doing, it's just so much. Yeah, single dog form with the Hydralist just gonna be denying this expansion as much as we can, and now the lurkers are here too. Lots of irradiate on the Hydralist, but at the same time he will be using those irradiated Hydralist to change it to a lurker axe so he can make a lurker on time. Ultralisk Zerglings are here. Yeah, lots of pressure is going on by Royal. So yeah, this Eminem force is just gonna be slowly breaking, and Knight is not coming to support, is gonna be taken down. Lots of drones getting assassinated, and now, ooh, I find this is a somewhat bad news for Hero. Yeah, we know Zerg gets mined out slower than the other races, but just not looking great so far for Hero because I don't know. He wasn't taking. He did take the 5 o'clock expansion, but he wasn't managing to defend that base. Yeah, lots of missiles here. Am I gonna be using some ready? Yeah, Eminem force are just pretty much divided into every single places, but Eminem force somehow managed to survive, and now we can see this third base for Royal slowly getting mined out. Hero is setting up another hatchery at the 3 o'clock. So if Royal misses the if he misses the track of the Zerg expansion, and once Hero has this 5 gas Zerg, he can once again make lots of Ultralisk and Scourger or even Defiler, and but now, yeah, Hero is kind of lacking with the Vespene gas. Lots of harassment. Eraser on his own vessel. He also used the irradiated Ultralisk. He tried to kill this Ultralisk at least that, but will it die? I don't know. Okay, it died. That's a good news. More Zerglings are coming. Eminem forces are coming as well. Yeah, lots of action is going on over here. It's hard to track every single attack like here and there, so we can prioritize looking on this each expansion. But now we see both of the players on a very low worker count, but we know Royal is completely he's completely having these nice upgrades, and now he's gonna be having more. He made more battle cruisers. Those 2 more battle cruisers are on the way. Battle cruisers is going all the way to this 11 o'clock natural, but before that he'll be attacking the Overlord, okay? And Royal somehow managed to land that command center, and maybe he might gonna transfer some of these to bottom right side like that, but these mass Zergling and Ultras are coming. Some firebats are gonna be doing some very good job on those Zergling. There's so much of a harassment going on. Drone will be evacuated. So now the Defiler is coming over here, but I find the Defiler came here a little late. The Ultralisk are having such a great upgrade, but they are not gonna be surviving so much. I mean, 18 HP remaining, 15 HP remaining, 11, 8. And he wants to save that Ultralisk moment. I think some SCBs will be transferred because Hero was harassing somewhere. Yeah, lots of Eminem force and some SCBs are just keep transferring left and right. Yeah, this game is going intense, and these 2 battle cruisers will be managed to take down this 11 o'clock natural expansion. Yeah, the game is slowly favored towards the Terran now because Hero lost both of the expansion. He lost 11 o'clock and the 3 o'clock expansion at the same time, so yeah, I think that was a little bit of unfortunate that he wasn't paying attention and losing those expansion. And now I think Hero is trying to squeeze all of his money, like everything, Yeah, he's trying to like pull everything. He's just grabbing every single unit that he can see. And he's trying to go for some counterattack, but I'm not sure about this. I mean, wow, I mean, Royal, I guess he really loves to mix those firebat, and there's GG's called. Hero cannot keep up this game anymore because it's purely one gas Zerg, and whenever you're playing one gas Zerg, you cannot make much of Ultralisk. And like I said, if Hero wasn't taking the any other like another spawning location of that base, then these armor 1 with the lurker switch is definitely great, but it's always going to be a big time trouble when Zerg is kind of struggling getting the 4th gas. So this was a very good example how Royal was just snowballing so far in the early stage with the 1 firebat, 1 medic, pressuring a hero to make 2 sunkens, and he was also getting the factory really fast. I mean, you don't really get to see 2 vessels are out before 10-minute mark. That's the sign like where Terran didn't take much of harassment and just played so well. So yeah, Royal was snowballing with this mass science vessel really well in this game. And also yeah, Royal wasn't taking much of a harassment at this 9 o'clock as well. So that was a very excellent play by Royal. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCast TV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'll bring more wonderful game in the future.